I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Notice of this meeting was given in advance thereof by publishing one time in the Keith County News and posting at the City Administration Building as shown by the certificate of posting notice. Notice of this meeting was simultaneously given to the President and all members of Council. Availability of the agenda was communicated in the advance notice and the notice to the President and Council of this meeting. All proceedings hereafter will be taken while this convened meeting is open to the attendance of the public. This meeting is being convened in accordance with the Open Meetings Act. A copy of the Open Meetings Act is posted in the southeast corner of the council chamber. Any person wishing to address the council may do so by standing. When recognized, please go to the podium. Please sign the sign-in sheet located on the podium and state your name and the organization, interest, or person you represent before you begin speaking. Thank you. Roll call.
Watt.
Here.
Goodyear.
Here.
Holsby.
Here.
Kraske.
Here.
Lappin.
Here. All right, this is a special meeting, so it'll be short agenda. We do have a public hearing that will open at 8:01. And this is the administration for application for Class C liquor license for Lake Mac Casino Resort and Racetrack LLC, DBA Lake Mac Casino Resort and Racetrack, located at 777 Lucky 777 Pony Express Lane. Was that intentional? All right, good for you.
Yep, 777 in Grand Island.
I'm assuming we have some folks from Elite that would like to speak.
Good morning, Sharon Hazelhoff with Lake Mac Casino Resort and Racetrack and Elite Casino Resorts. I'm the Regional Vice President, 921 Dement Street, Larchwood, Iowa. Thank you so much for having us this morning and taking our application up for consideration. This morning we have an application for the Class C liquor license. We have submitted the paperwork. We met with State Patrol and Department of Ag on July 22nd. State Patrol sent the reports into the state. So all was good there. Department of Ag will come back out once we have everything installed to do their final sign off. Katie Lovestat, who's in the audience today, is our Assistant Food and Beverage Director. She actually came down here to just help train staff. After being here a day and a half, took me aside and said, I want to move here. And I was like, are you serious? And she said, yeah, this feels like home. So Katie and her husband will be new residents of Ogallala. They're hopefully doing their final walkthrough this weekend on a house that they are going to be purchasing. So Katie is our TIPS certified trainer. She was a trainer for us in Iowa, completed her Nebraska training certificate course this week. We had 16 people go through that TIPS training already on Monday. And our policy is we don't just TIPS train our food and beverage staff, we train folks who are on the floor because everyone has a role to play on, helping identify somebody who appears to be intoxicated from the time they enter to any time they're on the floor. So from security, food and beverage, our casino operations, even our EVS staff, which is environmental services, we do have them all TIPS certified. That is in our policy. If we find somebody on the casino floor who we appear to be intoxicated, and the reason why we say appears, we don't physically do a test. We always have a rule that 2 different departments out of 3 approach. So we either have casino operations, food and beverage, or security. 2 of those departments must approach, do an evaluation, and then make a determination if they appear to be intoxicated. And if they do, then we have a process to make sure that person leaves with a safe ride. Obviously, our staff does not have the ability to detain. So if such an individual would choose to get behind the vehicle, it's an automatic phone call to law enforcement. with whatever direction they went, our vehicle, and any information that we have on that individual, so local law enforcement knows. When we first opened up in Sioux Falls, local PD was shocked when they got our first phone call from us saying, "Hey, we have a potential intox who got behind a wheel." And so they were very appreciative of that because all the bars in town did not do that, and that is our process. We know that our employees, families, our guests, and the community are on the road, and the last thing we ever want to see is something happen with somebody who is potentially intoxicated or under the influence of drugs. So with that, I'd be happy to take any questions, but thank you for your consideration. And I guess one other thing would be is alcohol service when it closes at 1. Our process is 12:15. We start our last call. We don't announce it over the speaker. It's just our internal. 12:30 is last call. 12:30 is last service. And at 12:45, we start to clear the floor of any drinks.
Sharon, you want to talk about your 20-minute?
Oh, yes. And then obviously, so we have 1 drink every 20 minutes is kind of our rule. You can purchase 2, but you give 1 to your spouse or whatever. Because we used to have that and lots of complaints because somebody would come up to try and buy a beverage for their spouse, and we used to only allow them to buy 1, but they can buy a couple as long as the other one is going to someone else. But our staff, every 20 minutes is the rule. If they drink it quick, they're going to have to wait. The other thing is we don't allow shots. That's not our business. So if somebody just wants something straight, we put an ice cube in it.
Is that the state law or just a policy?
That's our policy.
Okay, so I've seen that in other
Yeah, so
too.
it's just, that's not the business we're in. And if you want shots, you can go somewhere else. 'Cause, that's not our business.
Good for you.
Have you guys had any violations on your current liquor license in Nebraska?
No. And then with me here today, I do have Thomas Frank, who will be our GM, and then Vince Fiala, who's the GM at Grand Isle. Thank you.
Nice turnout for a special meeting.
Well, I appreciate it. There's a 10-day rule once it's approved to go to the state. Our goal is to open up on August 19th, pending everyone's approval. Commission has the meeting on August 15th.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And if everything goes as planned, we'll have catering by Ole's out there at the racetrack. A complimentary meal for the public to come out and join us for the first race. And we've heard that the governor might be in attendance. So we're excited about it.
Anxious for that.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard, and maybe you can clarify this,
Yeah.
like on horse races, youth can't watch a horse race?
So they can.
Okay.
So like at Bonner Park, families are welcome, right? So they want it to be a family celebration. So yes, they can come out to the racetrack to watch races. They can't place bets.
Right.
They have to be 21 to place a bet
Sure.
for the racetrack, but they can come out and they can watch the races. They cannot go into the casino.
Okay.
So we will have security at the main entrance of the casino. And if you appear under the age of 30, you will get ID. You put your ID into Veridox. And then Veridox pops up and literally say valid ID or here are issues with this ID. There are issues with that ID, they're not getting on board. And furthermore, if we think it is an illegal driver's license so we take it, confiscate it, and turn it over to our NRGC reps. And then they can follow up.
So don't use your fake ID.
Amazed that some of the IDs out there these days, they come from overseas and they are fitting images of our IDs here. So we do ID training with our staff as well to look for the things on an ID that may not be correct.
Sounds like you have a very, high caliber operation there.
We take our licenses very seriously. We know it is not a right, but a privilege. So it's our responsibility to make sure we do everything to protect our gaming license, liquor license, or any other license that we have.
Wish more operators would be like you, so.
When you shut down sales at 12:30, that's not state law, that's your policy.
Yeah, so we will stop our last service at 12:30, and then by 1:00, 1:00 is state law. Our goal is to have the floor cleared of alcohol before we hit 1:00.
I think that's really.
I've never been in a bar that late lately. I think they do that. Don't they start shutting it down at 12:30 and then keep clearing? Cause
At least the ones that I know.
well, yeah.
But we don't announce it, because we don't want everyone rushing to the bar to get it, and that's not our goal, right? So it's just our own internal
Just a policy.
process, so that's our process. That's how we train our folks. It's like any other business, we have employees ready to get out the door when their shift is over.
Yeah, I do remember my daughter's weddings that I was up that late. I do remember closing it down. It was an open bar.
That's what. Protection.
Yeah. That's nice. Thanks. Any other questions for sure?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We're looking forward to the 19th. Hey, I'll ask, is there anyone else in the audience that would like to address the council regarding this topic? If not, we will close the public hearing at 8:12. And we'll move on to recommendations of departments, boards, and committees. Same topic under administration. The application for a Class C liquor license for Lake Mac Casino Resort and Racetrack, LLC DBA Lake Mac Casino Resort Racetrack located at 777 Pony Express Lane.
I'll move to approve the application of the Class C liquor license for Lake Mac Casino Resorts and Racetrack LLC doing business.
Yeah, we're
Just making a recommendation.
Right.
To the.
Yes,
liquor
yes.
Control.
Approve the recommendation of application.
Make the recommendation of approval to the Nebraska Liquor.
So I'm in that, move to approve the recommendation of the application to Nebraska, Liquor Commission for the Class C liquor license for Lake Mac Casino Resorts Racetrack LLC, doing business as Lake Mac Casino Resort and Racetrack located at 777 Pony Express.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilman Laughlin and a second by Councilman Block. If there's no further discussion, council, please vote.
Five yes.
Motion carried, recommendation to the commission is approved. And with there being no further business, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn. Second.
We have a motion by Councilman Block and a second by Councilman Holstein to adjourn. Council, please vote.
Five yes.
We're adjourned. Thank you, gentlemen, for taking time out of your busy morning. And thank you, everyone, for the lead.